How you doing? My name is Drew, and this is going to be a little bit strange because most of these, pages that you're going to land on that are like this, and the person's like trying to sell you something or whatever, something like that, they're going to have a little short video. It's going to be like boom, boom, boom to the point. But here's the thing. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do the same thing everyone else does. Oh, we got to have a turn up here. I'm going to do something a little bit different here. I'm going to actually show you, because you're interested in trading. That's why you're here. And I trade indices like the NASDAQ, US 30, S&P 500, all that kind of stuff. The strategy that I teach you is so freaking simple. A 10-year-old could do it. And why I say that is because I actually taught my 10-year-old son how to trade. Okay, believe it or not. I started teaching him when he was 9 years old, and he's almost 11 right now, and he's actually a profitable trader, which is, better than you can say for most people, right? So what we're going to do here is I'm actually going to show you an entire trading session of me trading live. It's about an hour long or so. And I'll just jump on my screen here and you can watch the entire session. I'm going to edit it for you. Cutting out all the wasted space of me waiting around for the trade setup and stuff like that. But it's basically going to show you exactly what you're going to learn inside this course right here. So let's put the car back on autopilot and I will see you at home. See you there.
Hey there guys, how you doing? So this is a recording of a live trading session here. So I've got my NASDAQ chart set up. I've got my buy, my sell line ready to go. We're going to be doing that trade, and then also we're going to be doing the US 30 trade. So I also have my lines ready to go for that, and that starts in about 3 minutes from now. It's the time right now is 9:28, so 9:30 just popped on. And we're going to probably get a bigger move here pretty soon, probably down to the Tokyo low to grab liquidity, possibly. So down to here. We'll see what happens there. I never trade the open because it's just gambling, right? I'm going to set up the US 30 chart here so you can see. So the US 30 is going to give us our first trade. So we've got our buy and our sell line. Okay. So we have to wait for, this looks like that's where the buy is going to be. And I have to be on a 2-minute chart. So there. And then I'm going to, that'll be our first post in the group. I check for red folder news here. Okay. And yeah, so the 2-minute candle forms and then I post that trade in the group there. But every trade I take, I'll record, and every time I post in the group, I'll record so you guys can see that. You can see what being dyslexic is like. I have to come over here and basically everything I put in group there, guys, I have to run through Grok just to make sure there's no spelling errors, but the odd time I don't have time to do that. So you're going to see some typos today, that's for sure. And I'll record it because that's who I am, right? So, that might give you the confidence to be like, well, shit, if this guy can do this, maybe I can do this as well, right? So we're just waiting on the 2 minutes. We got 1 more minute here left to go. As you can see the candle there. So that's there it is right there. Yeah. Okay. So that's good. So we take this screenshot here. Oops. Take this screenshot here. Pop it in group. So there. And then I just post US 30. It's 2-minute chart. That's it. That's fine. They'll understand what that means. Boom. Okay. So that's good. So we're still waiting. This sometimes just takes a bit to get your entry. We'll go back to the NASDAQ chart here. And yeah, it kind of looks like it's going to come down here and take this out today. It is 9:37. Okay, so I'm going to actually go to the washroom here really quick because I got to go, right? I drove my kid to school and didn't have time really to get ready today. All right, so still nothing, eh? Like we're in the same spot. US 30 is up, but hasn't broken out. Oh, there you go. Okay, so what we do here is we got to wait and we drop down to the 1-minute chart. Okay, your entry is always on a 1-minute chart there. And we're basically just waiting for that 1-minute candle to form above. And I should be on, this is the US 30 chart over here. So it's looking like a buy. That's 10 lots there. And we're just still waiting. Okay. I'm going to post in here. Grab this. US 30 buy. Okay. They'll know to use the entry model. And this next candle looks like it's going to be our entry. We'll see here in 24 seconds. 24-second countdown. Okay. 16, 13. And I always wait for the candle because, guys, it can like shoot down here pretty quick sometimes. So 7, 5. Okay, and then I can come over here to see this stuff. So there you go. There's our entry. Okay. And then I'm going to grab my line, pop my line in there, and take a screenshot of that, put it in the group. US 30 line. Okay. There's that. We'll look at this over here. So we're up 195, 210, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Go like that. So we're doing good. US 30. And how's the NASDAQ doing? Still ranging. What time is it? 42. Okay. So I want to get out of this trade at least within the next 2 minutes here so I can take the NASDAQ trade. Okay. So I'm going to go and do a 50% profits here because it's run up pretty good. So take 50%. Okay. So go to my chart. We're up to $300. There, we'll just. Okay, yeah, I'm just going to take 100% on that, and then I'm going to watch it in the group there. But anyways, yeah, I tell you guys like what the best thing to do is. So taking that 50% profit. Okay, we had that little you can see here on the 30-minute chart, a little pullback candle there. So likely, we're going to continue going up. NASDAQ chart is high. So then what I do here, readjust the line. Okay, you want it to touch like 3 candles. Okay, and then what I'm going to say here, because we have 1 more minute to go until the NASDAQ trade, so I'm going to say I'm out 100%. Okay, but you guys just saw like I had to sell the 100% back there because I normally I do 2 positions, but I'm recording, so it's kind of hard to like keep on track of everything. Okay, I'm out 100%. Okay, US 30, 1 minute chart. Okay, so there you go. So that's 1 trade that we've done so far, profitable. And that's perfect. So you can see here, I told them to sell the 100%. Now we're getting our pullback. It's 9:45, so I have to actually go to my NASDAQ chart, see where we are. So the NASDAQ is high. So then I grab this, take a screenshot of that. That's our high and low for the NASDAQ. 15 minute. So NASDAQ, NAS 100, 15 minute chart. Okay, so that's just telling them the trade setup, right? Okay, so I'm going to go back here. US 30 trade, guys, it normally plays out like pretty damn fast. So you can see here, our sell was pretty much perfect in it. You can see there, 50% I think was here, and the 100% was around here. And then now we're back down, right? So go through the course, watch every single lesson in the course, and you know exactly how to do this stuff as well. So here's the other thing I want to talk about is that $200 that I just made. If that would change your life just to make $200 within the day kind of thing from your trading, then what I'd recommend you do is don't trade again. Like just that 1 trade. If you made your profit goal with 1 trade, that's it. Stop trading. Okay, waiting around here. And you might be thinking now, well, Drew, why didn't you sell when it got rejected from the buy line? The candle didn't form above and then started to come down. I could do that, but that would be considered a high risk trade, which I don't trade high risk trades. And even to post a high risk trade right now, I feel it's a little bit too early to do that. So I'm seeing another high risk trade here. Even now, I think it's a little too early. So when I post even the high risk trades, I tend to want to post them after 10 a.m. because 10 a.m. normally the market's figured out what it wants to do and it's going to start trending. We're just waiting around here. It is creating higher lows, which is bullish. Okay. We do have lower highs though over here. So that's what I'm thinking about. And I got to put this back to the 15. We always have to watch the 15 when we trade. This model here, guys, and the 2-minute US 30 model, watching the 15-minute chart is not really as important as if you're trading just buys or you're trading just sells kind of thing, like when it's not ranging. Because here's the thing, a 15-minute range or level, if the price is up here, your 15-minute chart is definitely going to be bullish. We will take a screenshot of that, and then we're probably going to get in our next position, NAS 100 model. Okay, doing pretty good at the spelling today. Okay, so this first NAS trade, guys, I like to drop my lot size to 5, like 50%, and I got to get on the NAS chart here. Okay, and we're back over here, and we've got 25 seconds to see. Because always the first trade with the NASDAQ, sometimes it's, you know, it's trying to just grab liquidity and fake you out, and then it comes back down. So I want to just kind of like lower my lot size, like just in case, right? For that first trade. And then normally the second trade with your NASDAQ, you can just trade on your full lot size, what you want. Like for instance, I trade on 10 lots. Okay, we're going to get the entry here. There you go, perfect entry. Buy that, and we're in. Use my trend line. Okay, and then go back to the chart, trend line, 3 candle touch, posting group. Okay, NAS entry, NAS 100, entry long. Okay, let's just check us out. So we're up like 20 bucks or whatever. Okay. Just keep on going with my line here, and hopefully we get a nice trade out of this here. So she's going, and then what we can do over here is look at our 15. We're touching that, so it might have a bit of a pullback here, but I think it's going to go all the way up here. So let's go like this. Let's go like this, and then here's our 50% TP. So 15-minute chart, 15-minute chart. Okay. Okay, so we're going, and this NASDAQ trade today didn't have a pullback at all. Normally, guys, it's going to pull back on you, and you're going to have a bit of drawdown for that first trade. So this guy here, we're up 70 bucks there, so it's not that bad, right? It's okay. And once again, I'm trading on this platform. I can't take 50%. I have to take 100%, but it's fine. This video is more along the lines of showing you, like, so hits the line, might have a pullback here. Okay, take 50%. Okay. Okay, I have to get out 100%. So there's another 100 bucks. So we're going to put our line there. And then this is the next one is, I'll actually leave that line on there. So they, NAS 100 chart. Okay, so that's pretty cool. So we've taken 2 trades so far, and pretty soon we're going to look at finding some high risk trades. And I kind of like the high risk trades. Sometimes I take them, and the very, very high risk trades, guys, I never take them. I just give them to you guys because I know you guys like that stuff. Okay, so you can see here it's fighting this, and then we showed you this is why it's fighting it. Okay, it's trying to get past that. So once we get past here, we're going to explode. If we can't get past there, we're going to come down, but we have our trend line as our get out, and everyone in the group already knows that if this breaks, we're going to get out. But now we can see here that we're breaking out. And, you know, I always want to give you guys the maximum amount of profit here. So what I'm going to do, which I won't post about, is I'm going to re-enter here. Once we break above the candle body opens here, then I'll do my next entry. So I'm still waiting. So there's my entry for this guy. So I will get in there. We'll do 10 lots this time, and we'll buy here. Let me just look to see what's happening. very slow. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go. It's good.
Order fill.
Okay, and we're just waiting around. Let's get our trend line here, and we're just waiting for the break of that. 180 bucks, 200, 300. I'll take 300 bucks on that. Okay, so 360 with the NAS there. So I've made $700 today so far. Okay, and then I'm gonna tell these guys to get out 100% here. We're scalp trading, so that's like pretty nice profits, right? Okay, so I'm out 100% trade. Okay, so there you go. So were 2 trades. I normally do 3 trades a day, guys. So I'm thinking in my mind right now, 1 more trade. Okay, this probably might even go higher, but you have to be realistic about things. Like we just made $200, $300, $400, $500 in 35 minutes. So, you know, you have to be realistic about things, right? Like, do I really want to push it for more? No, I'm happy with that. Okay. So that's how you have to think about trading. Okay. So, yeah, we're going to have a bullish day today, it looks like, but I would wait for the NASDAQ trade. I would wait for the next pullback and then start looking at positions again. And we're here. Okay. So this is what I'm going to do here. So this is in the lessons, in the advanced trading. Oh shit, I'm on the wrong candles. So I got to click this to go on the right candles. And then I'm going to go like this. We are here. We've got a huge fair value gaps that we're in. So we're going to go up today for sure. So this here is the target where we're going. And then I want to drop down to the 1 minute chart. What time is this? This is February 26th at 11 a.m. February 26th. This is going to take a long time. So we're going to go like this. Okay. So you can see here on the 1 minute chart, like that's definitely like an area of interest. Like if you look at all that there, and it actually goes all the way up to here. Okay, so we could put our lines like that. And then this guy, I'm going to put him here. We've got liquidity sitting here. Okay, liquidity sweeps in the advanced lesson. So we know that definitely most likely price is going to want to go to here. So it could go to here around this area and then come back down. Okay. So let's go here and we'll go like this back to our 15 minute. And so this is the time I would share my chart. Okay, we're starting to get a little pullback there. So me saying, hey, go take 100% profits, it's probably almost pretty close to perfect, right? So now I'd share my chart and then I would tell them that the box above is the fair value gap, which I like to change the color. So I'm going to make it red. So I'm going to save that one, go back here, take this, copy link, go in the chat, see the red box above, boom, see the red box above, that's the fair value gap. This is where price probably wants to go. Okay, see my chart. Put that there, and then I like to put the name of the chart is OANDA NAS 100. Okay. Okay, and then they can actually click this and they can see my chart and they're like, oh, okay, here's the box, right? Okay, it doesn't give you the exact price of where it is, but then you get a visualization of like where price is compared to where the box is. And of course, you know, if we get in here with another buy, which I'll show you the model for that, then I'm going to show them on the 1 minute chart. Look at, we're at the box, take your 50% profit, or we're at the box, take your 100% profit, right? When we're in that next trade, we now grab a new green line. I always leave these guys here and then I relabel them. Okay. So we got that. And then we put a buy on that. And then this here now is relabeled. Okay. See, everything's updated. Why do I have to be sick today to make this video? It's like the longest video in the course. So what am I eating for breakfast, guys? I'm eating sliced tomatoes, some marbled cheese, and then some sweet balsamic vinegar. And then I've got over here just some sliced oranges. They're the red oranges. I don't know what that's called. Okay, so we're getting our next trade here, it looks like. Okay, so I'm just going to post that. Okay. As 100, 1 minute chart. As I'm making this video, we don't have the new course out yet. The one that you guys are watching this video in is the new course, right? Which it's pretty much all the same stuff. It's just refreshed. Okay. So I've had a couple people ask me that, is like, you know, when I say, oh, I'm putting out a new course, they're like, why are you putting out a new course? I just need to do a refresh, right? Because the original course, I hadn't had anyone go through it before I made it, because obviously it's the first course. So then I took everyone's feedback and then I added to the lessons their feedback, which then improves the course. So in the next candle, we'll have our entry model. Okay, and my goal is like 500 to 1,000. So we've already hit 500, but for this purpose, this video here, guys, I'm going to just do this one more trade here. And then the rest of this video, because I keep on giving them trades in the group, because I've already hit my income goal for the day, right? So for the rest of this video, I will not be placing trades, but I'll just be recording the progress of posting trades for the ones in the group. Okay, so there's our entry. So we're doing a buy. Just get in. You know, it's telling us to go, so let's go. And then I'm just going to put this up here just in case it rocket ships up there. Okay, so 50, 60, blah, 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 blah. Anyways, they're in there, they know. Trend line. Okay. And then the red box is the 100% target, but we'll post about that next, okay? So add your 1 minute chart trade. Okay. Adding trend line. Look over here. We're up $300. Okay, so once again, I have to take 50%, or I have to take 100% profit, but I tell you guys take 50% profit. So we'll just do this right now. That was quick. Take your 50%. Okay, so that was a little quick for the 50%, but that's the entry candle there. And then you saw us get in. Like you saw the trade. I took $300 something of profit, right? So now we're up 6, 7, 8, 850 or something like that USD here for the day, which is pretty good. Okay, so this guy here, good thing we took our 50% profits. So this is, I would say, out or sideways move. Okay, so good thing we took our 50% because I think it's back. I spelled sideways wrong. Yeah, it's back down to our entry. So it's going to go back up, guys. But we want to be really safe with things here, okay? So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to actually drop my lots down to 1 lot, and then I'm going to continue trading. I've hit my income goal. As you can see there, guys, I almost made $1,000 today. If you watch the start of the video, it was at like $150,200 and something, right? So I'm going to drop to 1 lot just so that you can see me trading. But I'm going to tell you right now, the results of the trading with 1 lot is going to be freaking pathetic. Like I'll be taking like $20 trades, and a good trade might be $70 or something like that, right? So here is our next trade. So move it up. Okay. And then, you know, it's that simple. Okay. And then for this one, NAS 100. Okay. So that last trade there, guys, we didn't work out in our direction, but it kind of did. We took 50% profit. It's bullish. So what are we doing here, guys? We're trading with the trend. Okay. And this is why having your range or your strategy entry model is going to give you the best trades, because you're trading in the direction where price is going. Okay, so I'm going to give them this here, and I'm going to say it's ranging. And this is their next trade, is the high risk trade. So this is our 3rd or 4th trade, I forget. I think it's the 4th trade, right? So we are, and Doop-a-doop-a-doo. We are blah, blah, blah. This is the 1 minute chart. Blah, 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 blah. Good. Okay. So there you go. And that's good. That's good. That's good. Okay. We could be getting our entry here. We'll just post about that. Okay. Maybe a buy. So NAS 100, 1 minute chart. Good. Hope that's right. Okay. Okay, so something else here, and I know I mentioned this, is I'm not trying to make money now because I've already made my money. I've hit my goals today. So if that's the case for you, you've hit your income goal for the day, but you're still like, I want to trade, Drew's still posting the trades in group. SD's still posting trades in group. I traded New York session with Drew, and now I see SD's trading London, or he's trading, I don't know, end of New York or something, which I kind of never trade. And you continue wanting to trade, but you've already hit your profit. You've done your 3 trades. You made your profit, whatever. Drop your lot size, guys, because that's when you're going to have losing trades, is when you're just trying to trade just to trade. Okay, so you can see here, this could just be a liquidity sweep. So it's not giving us our entry model. Wait for entry trade, which they should know. They go through the course, they know this stuff. So our next candle is probably the entry. So let's just look at this. Okay. Okay, and 17 seconds. And then once again, guys, you guys already know, I got 1 lot in here. I've already made my profits for today, about $900. We'll go over how much I made at the end of the video here, because I know that's like probably what people want to see. They don't care about even knowing how to trade. So there's the entry, buy, order fill. If it gives me my entry, guys, I don't even think about oh, I got to wait for it to pull back. I need, it's so close to the line. My exit model for this, if it goes against me, is a body. So basically looks like that, but the opposite. A body opens below the line. I don't think about it. I just go and hit sell. Get out of my freaking trade. You can't overthink things. Dumb things down, make it simple, and you'll be profitable. You start thinking about too much. You start thinking about, different strategies and all this bullshit out there. And then you're just you're not as profitable because you're thinking about too much. So this is just creepy crawling here. We've got, it's high risk. I'll just remind them. We are in on that high. Okay, so it's going against me here now. Okay, so if this next body here opens below, I get out of my trade. I take the $50 a loss or whatever. Okay, but who knows? Maybe these are just wicks and it's going to go back up. Get rid of the trend line there. And this could be a losing trade, guys. I don't know. Okay. Other option is if I don't like the look of things, I take a break even. I get out around break even. Okay. But I'm going to wait for that next candle. I need to see the next candle. If it opens below this line here, and it tells me I got to get out of this position. Okay. So there you go. That opened below the line. I'm going to get out of my trade. I lost $37 on that. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is put a trend line on here. I got to hurry up. That trade failed. They know, right? Okay. So that's a failed trade. Okay. Okay. So that's that. That one there failed us. Okay. The odds are it's probably going to go up there again. It's just that you have to have that mental stop loss and you have to be like, nope, I'm getting out. Do you want to take this one for fun? We'll just grab it for fun. 1 lot. Right? Who cares? Have a fun trade. Use our line. Price is moving slow. It's bullshit time. Too slow. TP. That's probably the fair value gap is about there. It'd be nice to make back the loss that we just had. Or who knows, it could give us another loss. Look, it just broke the trend line. Let's put this guy here. Okay. And yeah, it'd be nice to make that, I think $37 that we lost. To make that back would be cool, but you don't want to trade like that, guys. You don't want to be getting in trades thinking I'm trading because I want to make it back. You want to get in trades because the setup's presented to you and it's like it's a good setup. So let's hope here that we don't come down and break this line again and then go back up like it did here, right? So our last entry was like right here, and then it just came right back down. Okay, so now we're pretty much around where our entry was. Yeah, $6, $7 of loss there. And this is good here. So as you can see, the 30-second chart is actually bullish. It's very bullish. It went sideways for 2 candles for 60 seconds. And then now we've got a bullish candle here. So we might see that on the minute chart, is that it goes sideways and then just goes up. You know, if I get the $37, which I lost out of this trade, then I'll just take that. When I said I'm going to stop trading, like when I dropped my lot size, this is when, you start having losses and stuff, is when you shouldn't be trading. Like, it's hilarious how this works out. So now we're getting like, now it's into drawdown to probably where I was, like, look at that, where I was before, right? So this might be a $100 loss on this trade if we break below here, but I think we're going to find support and then we're going to go up, but we'll have to see. So this right here, I'll actually use the same as the last trade there. So that's your first sell at a loss, would be the break of the trend line, which a lot of people in the group will do that if they're using like really low risk strategy. I'll just play this out how we have things in the course, is I'll get out of the trade with a candle body open below. And for me, it is 11 a.m. So probably this is my last post of the trade of the day there, and then edit this video, get it online. Yeah, you can see, guys, just the price action's crap. If we look at this now, we can see it's starting to drop. Okay, so that's us right now, 11 a.m. You can see the liquidity starting to go down, which is telling us to stop trading. You want to be trading in this when liquidity is coming in, going up. And what I could do, guys, if I really wanted to like squeeze things out, is I could have bought, with whatever, one more lot or whatever down here. This would move my entry price down and I would have been in profit now, because this here could just be a double top. It could be, right? How come I can't? There you go. It could just be a double top, like where price comes back up to where my entry is and then goes back down, right? And then this here is kind of the new little range, right? And this is just all being patient. You can see here, guys, right now that even through all this drawdown stuff, I'm not sweating. I don't really care. And why is that? It's not because I'm been trading for so long and I just don't care anymore. I'm emotionless, like a lot of traders say, oh, get emotionless, which is the truth. You need to. But I don't care because it's one freaking lot. So if you're unsure about something, you're not confident you're trading, trade on one lot. Go in there with the minimum you can trade with. Okay, so now we're almost back to our, like what we lost in the last little trade there was like 30 something bucks or whatever. So we'll just let this thing kind of go here. And we'll put on our trend line. And I'm going to go put this trend line in group and say this is probably the trend line that it's working with. I do have a take profit at $56, which I think is like around the box. I'm just kind of guessing, right, with this. Like it's $56. If that hits, then it'll just hit. If I'm watching the chart and it does make back the $36 loss or whatever, I'll just take that profit, or I'll take like something close to it, right, just to make up for that little trade. But we will put this in group. Could be the trend line for this NAS 100 1 minute chart trade. Okay. Blah, 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 blah. I wonder why it always says my spelling of chart is incorrect. We'll make this just for the English teachers that are in the group and they're like, he doesn't even put capitals at the start of his sentences. What is wrong with that guy? Okay. So that's that. Okay, $26 of profit. I'm just going to pull the 22 bucks out of that. We'll just post in group here that I'll just tell them, like, I took 100% profit on that trade. Okay, so there you go. And yeah, hope that didn't make it on time, that post. But anyways, that's fine. Like, the whole purpose, guys, is you going through the course and you learning the models, and then you know what I'm thinking. You know what I'm looking at. You know how I'm trading, right? There you go. So let's just go a buy. I wish I could do less than
order fill.
less than that, but that's what it is. And then we'll just go like up here somewhere. We'll take that. If that hits, then that makes our 100% loss back. Okay. On that one little trade. Yeah. Or who knows, it could just totally go against us and fail. And then we get out. So how I'd get out of this trade here is a break of that trend line and the body open below it is how I'd get out of that trade. And I'm not going to post this trading group just because it is a very, very high risk trade. And we've done enough trading in the group there for people to make profit for today, right? Like we had one losing trade and it was a little piddly loss. Okay, so let's see where we are over here. So we're in $2 of profit, $1 of profit. Let's go look at our 1 minute chart. We'll see if there's any fair value gaps. There is right there at the top. Okay, so our take profit on this is probably okay. That's 16 bucks. So yeah, if we get that 16 bucks, then we're making back that little loss we had. So we're at $2, $3 profit. It is bullish. It's creepy crawling up there, guys. That's very bullish. Yeah, low liquidity. This is important, guys, to think about this, right? Also, there's another reason why it's so slow is because at 2 p.m. EST, there's FCMO, which is red folder news, which moves the market. And I'm always going to remind them about this, the start of the day and the end of the day. So today is Wednesday. So there it is right there, FCMO, 2 p.m., FCMO. So this is very violent news for the market. Oh, okay, so we took our profit on that. Very violent news for the market there, guys, and it'll really move price. But here's the thing is you don't know which way it's going to move price. It's going to take out liquidity. It could take out liquidity in the direction of price action, or it could take out liquidity against price action. You don't know which way trading is going to happen. But here's the thing is normally it's like an open market, like 9:30 a.m. EST open market, where if you go and use a strategy of you find where it took liquidity and then you trade in the opposite direction, you have a range, normally you can get some nice trades after that. So yeah, today at 2 p.m., you're going to have some good trades because there'll be high liquidity during that time. Okay, so we made back the little loss that we had there. You guys saw it live in video, and let's go add up how much that we made here. Okay, so we'll use Grok. 66510 in the NASDAQ. 0.10 plus, we did a US 30 trade. So I got to go to my US 30 chart. US 30 is right here. Okay. And we did $219 in US 30. Okay, this is all in, if you skip to the end of the video and you're like, oh, bullshit, just go and watch the video, okay? What did I say, 219? 219. Okay, because I am uploading this publicly to YouTube. So this is what we did today. $884.10. So that's pretty cool. Okay, so that's it for this video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. It was a long one, but we almost did $1,000 today in the video, which is pretty cool for you to see that. And I'll see you in the rest of the course. See you there.